Good day to all of you. We are in our lesson 7 in the complete AutoCAD tutorial 2D and 3D data entry methods. This is the third installment. This is the last method. This is the polar coordinate method. We already knew the first two, the absolute coordinate, then comes the relative coordinates, then the third one is the polar coordinates. It is like relative coordinates wherein you enter the point using at distance less than or greater than less than sign or angle sign, and you indicate the angle. For example, we have this P1 and P2. You draw the point 1 and drawing P2 using this polar coordinate method. At you indicate the distance, which is 5, and angle is 30. So from P1 to P2, you draw the line by entering in the command line at 5, angle 30. So there is we don't use negative distance just like in relative coordinates, because we will use the angle. If it is going to the left at 180, going down, so on and so forth, we will indicate it in terms of angle. So we will draw this figure using relative coordinates, also this one. And for practice, figure 2 and figure 3 is for the students to draw for practice purposes. So let's go to our previous, this is the previous drawing in our lesson 5. In our lesson 6, lesson 5 and lesson 6, we have drawn this figure, and we will do this again using the polar coordinate system, polar coordinate technique. So I want to indicate my first line somewhere here, so that is using the absolute coordinate technique. So line, the first point, absolute coordinate technique is, for example, 13,1. So we have our first point here, and we will draw this figure. So P1 to P2, there is a 3 distance between them at angle 0. At 3, angle 0. P2 to P3 is the distance 1.4142. The angle is 45. At 1.4142, the angle is 45 degrees. So P3 to P4, the distance is 2, the angle is 90. P2 to P3, at the distance is 2, at 2, angle 90. We enter it. So to the next point at the distance is 4. The angle is 180. At 4, angle 180. So the line is going to the left, but we will not indicate it as negative because we are using the angle. And from P5 to P1, the distance is 3, and the angle is 270 downwards. So at 3, angle 270. The angle is 270 degrees. Maybe it goes downward. So enter. So we now have the figure, same figure drawn using the relative coordinate methods. So we will use we will draw this also, this figure, using the polar coordinate method. Let's indicate. Let's draw a line. Let's indicate. The first point of our line. So the first point is 18, comma 1. So we have here our first point. The second point here is 1. So that is at 1, the angle is 0. So from B to C, that is at 1, angle 90. From C to D, that is 1, angle 0. At 1, angle 0. From D to E, that is 1, angle 270. At 1, angle 270. Again, the next point is at 1, angle 0. The next point, this one from F to G, is 3, angle 90. Again, from G to H is at 1, angle 270. At 1, angle 270. Oh, let's undo. At 1, angle 180. Let's at 1, angle 180. at 1 angle 180, that is to the left. Downwards is at 1 angle 270, going to the left at 1 angle 180, going up at 1 angle 90, going left again with a distance of 1 at 1 angle 180, and with a distance of 3 with a distance of 3 at 3 angle 270 downwards. So we have drawn the same figure using the absolute coordinates. So figure 2 and figure 3 are for practice. Draw it using absolute coordinates. So if you are going to ask me which one is my favorite among the 3 methods, absolute coordinate, the relative coordinate, and the polar coordinate, they have their own strength and weaknesses. But my favorite among the 3 is the polar coordinates. You'll find this data entry methods useful when drawing your plan. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Thank you.